I'm Ashley. I practice HEMA, and this is how I made my chest protector suck slightly less. I'll include a number of clips that I used as the process was going around, and I'll try to fill in any gaps to make things a little bit more clear. If you, shall we say, have a chest, you are probably very aware that there is no good chest protector out there, at least for HEMA. Many of the quote-unquote women's chest protectors tend to be for Wonder Woman and not necessarily for people wearing a sports bra, and even the one or two that seem like they're technically made for people with breasts, either in developmental hell or there may be other issues with it. So the best option right now is to basically take a quote-unquote men's chest protector and try to make it work, sort of. Is the standard plastic, shitty, one size fits no one type. As you can see, it does not fit very well. Basically, not a single size will fit me well. Because if you've got boobs, these suck. So, how are we gonna fix this? So with the help of one of the coaches in my HEMA club, I tried to take my bog standard plastic chest protectors, a Master Guard chest protectors, men's size, I believe it was in XL, because again, for my chest, that was going to be the one that would fit slightly best. So HEMA coach very helpfully drew with a Sharpie the lines where I'm supposed to cut the chest protector and make it fit a little bit more, because if I don't, I won't be able to bend forward properly and I might get bruises or anything kind of on the sides. Your results may vary. I got to work by cutting the pieces using a Dremel, or it's basically like a little mini saw if you've never used one. Apparently just a regular saw will work. I don't think regular scissors would work, but if you have other tools that can work on the type of plastic, please offer your suggestions. Now, I prepared for using the Dremel with a FFP2 mask in case of any particles. I used my Loop's earplugs because I knew it was going to be loud. I did not have safety glasses, so I improvised. Please do not do this. I managed okay, but please use actual safety glasses when doing these types of things. Please. I plugged in a Dremel with an extension cord. Want to use it outside because I figured burning plastic was not going to be good indoors. At minimum, if I was going to be indoors and didn't have a garden, I would have to have all the windows open. I'm not messing with that. And I just gave it a go the best I could, and it was very loud, so very glad that I had my ear protection. Alright, look at that. This is definitely gonna need some sanding. Okay, so this is starting to look better, I think. I mean, I need to adjust the straps and probably this as well. And While this feels a little revealing since my trousers will basically go here, at least I can also bend over, so that is good. However, these bits are very ragged and I'm guaranteed to cut myself, so I think it's sandpaper time. To smooth out any rough edges, I used some sandpaper, pretty heavy duty, but even then there were little bits of plastic that it was just easier for me to pick off. But with a little bit of elbow grease, shall we say, a little bit of muscle, I managed to get it pretty solid. Okay, slightly sharp corners, may need to sand that a little bit. I can bend okay. It's a little bit better, but still kind of sits right here. I wonder if I should get some fabric tape. At least my solar plexus will be relatively safe. Now I know there are some people who have used a heat gun to mold the chest protector to their shape. I didn't really feel comfortable doing that, partly because I figured if I went too hot then it might make the plastic a little bit weaker, and also I wasn't really thrilled with having it on my body. One of these days I might just make a duct tape mold of my torso and then use a heat gun that way, but for now this is kind of what I've done. And as you can see, is this a perfect solution? Not really, but considering that if you've got breasts, you need a chest protector in many competitions, or at least Wessex competitions, but chest protectors are very much one size fits no one, and one size absolutely fits no one with breasts. Let's just be blunt about that. Pay no attention to the sizes, it's a small, medium, large, extra large. It's very much one size fits no one. So kind of have to make do. One issue was that when I was using the Dremel on it, I had to remove the straps just so that they didn't get in the way, and putting them back was a little bit of a challenge. So again, shout out to our club VP for getting one of my straps as it should be. It took a little bit of a challenge, as you can possibly see in some of these clips, to get it to the point where it is actually secure, because at one point my straps were very loose and coming off. Not what you want in sparring, not in the slightest. Okay, I think I'll need to check this with the coach, but I think this is about as good as we're going to get. I mean, I could put a little bit of foam padding or something to make it a little bit less awkward, but otherwise I can at least move and I'm relatively protected. So yeah, I guess this isn't too bad. I might consider, as I've mentioned, putting in either fabric tape or some type of foam to have it feel a little bit better, but I'll need to test it with proper sparring and drills to see how it goes. That's what I'm doing with my chest protector right now, or what I'm doing for chest protection. Would love to hear what your solutions are in the comments, because yeah, there is no perfect solution. It will be a little while before I test it out. As I mentioned in my last video, I had to have my appendix removed, so unfortunately I've been sidelined from sparring or any HEMA stuff, but at time of recording I've passed the 5 weeks post-op milestone, which is great. Once I get to 6 weeks post-op, then I should be able to start drilling again, sparring again. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've been trying to help some club members with judging as they practice for tournaments or anything like that, but I really miss actually being able to wield a sword. So if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Please give a like, comment, subscribe, what have you. And yeah, let me know what you do for protecting your chest. If you're lucky enough to have one just fit okay, awesome. But yeah, that's not going to be the case for everyone. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Take care.